Hey everyone, this is GOL from Productions², and tonight we're going to be doing a little bit of extra recording for Space Crusade, Developer's Vlog, Edition 9. Mainly due to the fact that some of the previous footage that we had got seriously messed up. You'll be able to see what I mean when we, on some of the previous videos where the video gets corrupted. So we're just going to kind of record a little extra footage because of that, and I'm going to be recording some more footage a little bit later on about the coding and all this stuff, because some of the extra footage I made to deal with the fact that some was scripted for the coding portion of it doesn't have any audio for some reason, so I'm going to be going back through and working on that. So for the past couple of times I've been recording the audio portion of this, been working on that kind of trailerish song that I used to be working on before on the FL Studio portions of the developer's log for this development cycle. So we're going to be doing a little something different. I want to actually go ahead and work on just kind of more of a something for the full version, the full 3D version of the game, but something kind of like an intermediary between battle, if you will. Like, for example, if enemy ships enter into your area of visibility, but aren't attacking you just yet. That's kind of what we're aiming for. Something just to kind of signify that there are enemies in the area, and that you need to be alert. Something that will make the player kind of stop what they're doing for a second and see what's going on. It's kind of what we're looking for. It's going to be more of a kind of more singular kind of tone kind of things going on, singular chords, nothing like what we have going on over on the other project. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up Zeta +2 and use that to create a sound that we'll use to do this effect with. Of course, Zeta +2 takes forever to load. Well, a little bit faster this time, I guess. I guess we'll keep it there. Like I said, maybe I'll switch it over to the headphones, but so right now it's just on the default settings here, which just has a basic ARP. This isn't really something that we want. Now I have some pre-programmed stuff here from a while ago. Well, let's take a look at this. Take a listen to this and see what we have here. That's got kind of a cadence, so maybe more for like maybe something else. The echo. While it could work, it's a little too much. I guess we could edit it though, but I don't want to do too much editing here of this. So let's try and load a different one. What about this? What about this one? we could probably. I think maybe we could make something with this. I want to do some editing though. It's a little too sustainy, if you know what I mean. It lasts a little too long. Put a little of an attack on there. That's a little too much. See. That's an interesting effect. I don't know. Trying out different kind of rhythms and seeing how we can manipulate this a bit. Alright, let's have a look at some of these now. think that could work. Like it's not something that's going to be overblown. It's going to be really understated. Just something that kind of will tell the player that something's not quite right. Through the music, kind of raise their hackles as it would be. Just kind of get them more aware of their surroundings. Obviously, though, the way the game's going to work is you'll be able to see the enemies as with a specific type of color and icon on the around the edge of the screen or in front of you. You're pointing at them. But for the most part, though, it'll be a lot, I think, quicker just to implement kind of a sound key that tells the player that, hey, look out! You got pirates that are about to shoot a missile up your tailpipe or something. So we'll go ahead and go with that. That sounds pretty interesting. Alright, so we got this here. I'm not sure if we want to put any kind of percussion in it. I just want to be kind of really understated. Let's go and go to the piano roll here. Figure out where these keys are at that I've been pressing down and go from there. Oh, right there, okay. Very well. So. So that's gonna be let's see, it's one beat followed by alright, so no, it's not quite it, so that's always the hard part, is getting things just right. So that's a little too. I think that's, yeah, pretty much. Maybe pull this one off one. If we do that, we need to make this longer. And bring this in closer. Maybe we could do a recording of it and figure it out that way. So let's go ahead and go up to ARM recording. I think we need to do automation and score. think this one will probably be this one sounds closest to what I'm looking for in terms of the pattern. So let's get rid of that. Bring this over. Get rid of that. So now we got to fine tune this. Or we could just redo it here ourselves. Alright, so I'll keep this over here somewhere. But we want just this bottom one. Let me bring in this, and we want to put them two spaces apart, or three rather. So, yeah, right there. I want this to be very rhythmic as well. I want it to be able to be just kind of repeat itself over and over again. So it's only going to be a really small thing, and that will just loop over and over again as long as the player is not engaged in a battle, but there are enemies around. So, kind of got off on the beat there. Kind of got carried off on its own there. Let's see. So it's that sense to because we go, it just sounds too many higher notes. I'm going to try and keep it lower, so. Trying to figure out some ways to add some variation other than just going. So maybe we do that. This essentially just represents just the note progression, not how the actual rhythm goes. So it starts on E4, goes to E4, G4, then F4, D4, E4. So we do that twice. So. And then it goes. No. On the third one. Well, let's just go ahead and add in the second bit of this. So we go 3 off. Alright, so let's play what we got so far. Now here we go to the next one, which is the F4. Alright, so this part goes same as with the other, same progression as the other ones. Some of these got off. How did that happen? Okay, never mind. It was just that we're out far enough that we lose that middle section there. I think it's the 16th lines. So 3. Oh no, wait. It should be 3 of these. 3 full ones. And then should be the F4. Then this again, except this one goes down to G3. Alright, so let's see what we got now. Oh, damn. That's off by a bit. That really shouldn't be, it shouldn't make a difference though. It should be right. Huh. That's interesting. Oh no, wait, I'm looking at the wrong ones. That's in between these here. In between the edge of that and this, though, it should be 3 18th slots. So actually it should be right here. Okay, no wonder it sounded off, because it was off by a lot. I may not even add this in, because then we'll just loop it from right there. Of course, we'll have to fix the looping part of it. Alright, so let's go ahead and add that to our playlist here. So there should be 3 of these after this one. Alright, now let's go ahead and go to File, Export as a, let's export as an OGG, desktop, pre-bat test. Alright, so we want to loop it. Well, let's see. Interesting. Well, let's go back and we'll do wave then instead of OG. I guess technically either are probably. So desktop pre-bat test. Alright, let's see. We'll see how it works. Alright, so wave, 32 bits, float, wrap remainder. Alright, let's go have a look at this thing. To get the general idea about how it sounds. It's pretty crude, I will admit, but I think it has basics that are needed to do what the task it's done. It's more of a more of a threatening sound and allows for the player to be kind of notified that potentially that they could be attacked soon. Let's go ahead and save it as pre-bat test. I'm going to go ahead and close it. If we can. I'll go to new then. Now, something, let's try something a little more different-er than that. You might remember me talking a little bit previously about how you can do kind of vocalized sounds using Word Builder and Symphonic. But we're going to be trying that again here. And try and create something that might be a little more interesting. This kind of thing you might use in, like, say, a cinematic or something of a battle or something that's happening that you want to highlight as being dramatic. So what we're going to do is we're going to do altos, F altos. Actually, I'm going to do this one, the multis. C autos, dynamic mod, and try that. I'll also go ahead and add in a word builder thing here in a second. Once this finishes loading, I have to say that this symphonic choir is just quite huge. I think it was like something like 35 gigabytes or so. Alright, let's go back up here. Channels, add one. Word builder. No, I want to do the MFX shell word builder. Name, voice, choir, altos. Out channel 1. Okay. So input channel 1, output 2. Let's do it this way. Alright, alright, so there we go. Alright, so, so let's just type in some random crap here. Let's see. So you can see how this kind of is pretty powerful in terms of of course, you have to figure out what you're actually going to have the vocal portions of the audio say. What might be most dramatic in terms of the what's going on in the background with the video. But it's really pretty robust. I'm trying to think of a scene where they've used something like this and trying to see if I can remember what the sounds were so I can try to recreate it. So it's just really, I mean, obviously you have to play around to figure out what you want to do with it, but you can do lots of interesting and cool things with it once you figure out how everything works and figure out what you actually want to do with it. So you just do like random words or whatever for infinity, but you got to find what works best, and that takes considerable time, especially when you don't actually have anything to view and have ideas from, like right now. You can also add actual words, like let's see, let's see if we can process this. Interesting. What about interesting. Yeah, so that's another thing about this you have to take in consideration is it actually does based on kind of phonetics and whatnot. So where you might actually type in the correct thing, which would be telnareem, or telnarim, it doesn't really sound right, so you gotta go telnareem. It's just like I said, it's just really powerful. Another thing I was playing around with, just to kind of get off of this for a second here. So I'll just be sitting here typing stuff in all night, and nothing will really be, consequence will really be done. We're starting the recording here just so we don't hit 126. is that FL Studio has its own kind of voice synthesizer, although it is pretty crappy. There probably are ones that we could find that would be a lot better. But where are you? Video? No. Damn it, where was it? Speech and there we go. Oops. Not what I wanted to do.
Type your text here. Type your text here. Type your text here. Type your text here. Type your text. Type your text here. Type your text here.
And you got all sorts of different things that you can use here. Troll.
Type your text here.
Or a fly.
Type your text here.
Yeah, you can determine how annoying you want it to be.
Type your text here.
Type your text here. Type your text here. Type your text here.
Let's see.
Type your text here. 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 Type your text. Type your text here. Type your text here. Type your text here.
That sounds interesting. Ha!
All your base art belong to us.
Ha! Could not resist doing that. That's awesome.
Bow down to your new robot overlords.
But yeah, I was playing around with this as a means of maybe trying to create some sort of station audio for the full game. To have like pretty much everything be done in audio in terms of the station messaging and stuff. How like for instance, if you go on Eve, you have aura that tells you when you're docked or whatnot. But I'm thinking more of have it say, for example,
DFB. WTF.
huh,
40W.
anyway, so something like
Welcome to Chelmerium Prime Alpha Station.
something like that, along those lines. Obviously,
Welcome to Chelmerium. Welcome to Chelmerium Prime Alpha. Welcome to Chelmerium Prime. Welcome to Chelmerium Prime Alpha Station. 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 Due to conflict in Yolan system rises.
of course, one of the problems is that
Type your text here.
After a while the audio doesn't play, the synthesizer won't play the text all the way through for whatever reason. It has to do more, I think, with sounds than it does with the actual length of the text. I was kind of playing around with that, trying to figure out if we could use that somehow, or maybe we could do it with symphonic. Let me see here. Yeah, see, it doesn't do numbers, so you have to actually type out 3. One of the annoying things about it, though, is that let me see. We've got that. Let's go to piano roll. So it has to be 1 for each kind of thing here. So of course, we also have to reposition it correctly. Is it still open back here? Reset position. Of course, it gets all kind of crazy. So yeah, I don't think that's not going to work for that. Although it might make some interesting bloopers or something. Well, so it's just, this is really an interesting kind of thing to mess around with. And so you can just kind of literally create any kind of combination of sounds, and have word builder with symphonic choirs kind of pieced together and sound it out in whatever kind of vocal type you want. It is pretty powerful though. But I guess we'll go ahead and work on the other thing too. Why not? I think it's Epic 2. No. 9. Let's see, what time is it? It is, actually I have a clock up here, right? Almost 9 o'clock. So, when we last left off, we were working on on this last part here, trying to get that to sound right. What I'm going to be focusing on now, or at the moment, though, is actually getting this percussion part back in. So, let's go ahead and load up that song here. So,
preview.
so it goes dun 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 dun. So that's what I'm trying to recreate. Like it'd be awesome if I could get these things kind of separated from each other, but there's not really any way to do that. I tried importing this audio file into FL Studio as a MIDI or whatever, and it kind of got some things, but most of it was just a mess.
Preview.
So this is kind of a point of contention for me. It sounds like it could be either dun 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 or dun 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 dun. Because sometimes it seems like there's an extra beat there, and maybe there is on some and not on others. Like for instance that one right there at the very beginning. Let's see if I can get it to happen there.
Preview.
Yeah, see, there is a second. It's actually a higher one that goes da dun dun da dun. It's barely able to hear it there several times, so I know it wasn't just a one-time thing. And the problem comes with trying to figure out how this is all lined up, though. And whoop-de-doo that we figured that out, but we got to figure out how to deal with the timing of it. Let's switch to pattern. Now see, that sounds fine, but when you put it in with the other audio, it just doesn't come off correctly. So what I try to do with this is I'm essentially lining everything up based on how the da 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 part goes, the violin part goes, and that's essentially what I'm using for my bass kind of what's the term I want to use for it? It's my reference point, I guess you could say, that I'm using to line up everything else against it. And so I'm using that, counting the where it's at in the blocking of either a section of it or of a specific part of it. And it's really annoying to do it that way, but that's really all you have. So let's see. Alright, so
Preview. Preview.
so it's really difficult to try and discern this. You gotta listen to it several times in a row in order to get kind of the right idea of where it's at. Let's see. So the last part, the part that I think is wrong, which evidently is incorrect in terms of what's actually there, should end where it ends here, but because they're missing that one extra note, I think it's throwing it off. Let's listen to it again with the song going, but just this part and this part. Now see, it is put correctly, but the actual beat of it is wrong. It should be a lot faster than what it is. Or a lot more, maybe not faster, but and looks like FL Studios decided to freeze on me. Yep. Let's wait and see if it actually responds. This happens sometimes too. Or happens a lot now. More recently started happening a lot. It's pretty annoying. No, I don't think it's going to recover. Well, it's probably a good point to stop anyway. Excuse me. Jeez. So I want to get some recording done for the actual code as well, and I want to go too much longer than I have to on this. I just want to get enough footage to kind of make up for the stuff that's been damaged or lost or not usable or whatever. So maybe we'll have more on this during the next developers vlog. Have it more oriented towards working on that audio there. I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording and then restart it again just in a second, so we can have a spot between where the code and the audio stops and the code section begins.